Picture a courtroom in Atlanta, Georgia, on a blistering afternoon, April 4th, 2025. The kind of day where the sun presses down like a judgment and the humidity clings to your skin like a second guilt. The room's a relic. High ceilings stained with time, oak benches worn smooth by decades of restless bodies, a faint hum of ceiling fans stirring the thick air. The gallery's packed tight, spectators fanning themselves with crumpled programs, their whispers buzzing like flies over a feast. At the bench stands Judge Ayanna Williams, a black woman in her mid-40s, her judicial robe a shield over a frame honed by years of defiance. Her hair's pulled back in a severe braid, her dark eyes glinting with a resolve that's seen her through storms most couldn't weather. She's not just a judge, she's a survivor, born in the shadow of Atlanta's poorest blocks, raised by a grandmother who taught her to stand when the world wanted her to kneel. Across from her, in the witness box, slouches Officer Jonathan Bryant, a white cop with a buzz cut and a sneer that could curdle milk. He's 35, a decade on the force, his badge a crown he wears with a swagger that screams untouchable. Today he's here on a brutality charge. A black teenager, Jamal Carter, 17, left with a broken jaw after crossing Bryant's path. Ayanna's voice rings out, firm and clear. Officer Bryant, you'll answer the question. Did you strike the plaintiff without provocation? Bryant leans forward, his eyes narrowing. I don't take orders from you, he spits, loud enough to rattle the room. Then, in a blur, his fist flies, cracking against Ayanna's jaw right there in open court. The gallery erupts, chaos swallows the silence, but Ayanna doesn't crumple. She rises, blood on her lip, and what happens next? It's not just a brawl. It's a viral tsunami that'll drown Bryant's world and lift Ayanna's into legend. Stick with me, because this isn't just one day in court. It's a war centuries in the making, and you won't believe how it ends. Let's rewind, set the stage proper, because a moment this seismic has roots that burrow deep. Ayanna Williams didn't stumble into this robe. She fought for it, tooth and nail. Born in 1980, she grew up in a crumbling apartment off Bankhead Highway, where gunshots were lullabies and hope was a luxury. Her grandmother, Esther, raised her. Esther, who scrubbed floors in Buckhead mansions, her hands gnarled from lie, her back bent but never broken. She'd sit Ayanna down with a cracked Bible and a stern look. Child, they'll try to bury you. Dig your way out. School was a gauntlet. Teachers who saw her as a statistic, kids who mocked her thrift store dresses. But Ayanna devoured books like they were lifelines. Spelman College in '98, Emory Law in '02. Her nights spent waitressing, her days dissecting case law. She clerked for a federal judge who saw her spark, then built a career tearing down crooked systems, voting rights in Macon, police brutality in Savannah. 5 years ago, she became Atlanta's youngest black female judge, her courtroom a sanctuary for the Jamals of the world, her gavel a hammer against injustice. This case? It's personal. Jamal's eyes remind her of her own at 17, hungry and hunted. Now, let's meet Bryant, because he's not just a cop, he's a symptom. Jonathan Bryant grew up in a white suburb north of the city, son of a cop who taught him the world bends to a badge. He joined the force at 25, a rookie with a chip on his shoulder and a taste for control. His record's a mess, complaints of excessive force, racial slurs whispered in bars, all buried by a brotherhood that doesn't snitch. I've studied his type for years. Men who see power as a birthright, their privilege a shield no one's pierced. To Bryant, Jamal was a threat, black, loud, unafraid. And Ayanna? She's worse. A black woman with authority, a mirror he can't stand to face. He's here today because Jamal's mother, Tanya, filed charges, her son's x-rays, fractured mandible, bruised ribs, piled on Ayanna's desk. Bryant's cocky, expecting a slap on the wrist, maybe a fine. He doesn't know Ayanna's made of steel. The punch lands, swift, brutal, a crack that freezes time. Ayana's head snaps back, her hand catching the bench, blood blooming on her lip. The gallery explodes. Black spectators leap up, shouting, "No!" White ones gape, stunned. A clerk drops her clipboard with a clatter. Bryant steps back, grinning, chest heaving. "That's what you get, playing queen," he snarls, spit flecking his chin. He expects her to run, to recess, to let him strut out. But Ayana steadies herself, wipes the blood with her sleeve, and locks eyes with him. "Bailiff," she says, voice a low thunder. "Arrest this man. Assault on a judicial officer, contempt of court, and anything else we can charge." The bailiff, a burly black man named Clarence, hesitates. Bryant's a cop, untouchable in this city, but Ayana's glare is a whip. "Do it now." Clarence moves, cuffs snapping on Bryant's wrists, his grin melting into a howl. "You can't touch me." The room's a powder keg. Someone's filming, the clip hitting X in seconds. Cop punches judge. She fights back. Let's pause, because this is where the past crashes into now. I've spent decades tracing these threads. Courtroom violence isn't rare, just hidden. Think of Judge Isaac Parker's era, 1870s, when fists flew over land disputes, or the 1969 Chicago 7 trial, cops dragging defendants in chains. Ayana's clash is modern but primal, a black woman defying a system that's shielded Bryant's kind too long. Stats back it. A 2024 ACLU report says cops face conviction in under 2% of brutality cases. Bryant's banking on that. But Ayana's not playing. She's channeling ancestors. Sojourner Truth, 1851, demanding, "Ain't I a woman?" Judge Jane Bolin, 39, the first black female judge, staring down hate. This goes viral, 1 million views in an hour, because it's not just a punch, it's a mirror to a rotting core. Here's a subplot to raise the stakes. Meet Officer Michael Reynolds, 32, a white cop from Bryant's precinct, but a different soul. 2 nights ago, he found 2 girls, Lila, 6, and Mia, 4, shivering in a dumpster alley, abandoned by a strung-out mother. Their tangled hair, their wide eyes, broke something in him. Michael's a loner, divorced, no kids, haunted by the job's darkness. But this? He's at child services now, papers signed, adopting them despite the whispers. A cop raising black girls. He's in the gallery today, off-duty, watching Bryant, his old patrol partner, spiral. When the punch lands, Michael's up, roaring, "Stop." Too late. Later, he'll find Ayana, guilt in his voice. "I knew he was trouble, should have said more." She'll see his heart, a quiet ally in the storm. Back to the chaos. Bryant's hauled out, screaming, "I'm the law." Ayana's voice cuts through. "No, I am." Clarence drags him to a holding cell. The gallery a riot. Black folks chanting, "Justice." White ones muttering, "She provoked him." The video's everywhere. 5 million views by nightfall. Protests flaring on Peachtree Street. But the backlash bites. Cop unions call her tyrannical. Ex-trolls brand her ghetto judge. Her phone pings with threats. "Watch your back." She's at home that night. Ice on her jaw, Marcus at her side. Their daughter, Nia, 14, sketching in the corner. "They'll ruin us," Ayana murmurs. Marcus grips her hand. "They'll try, and fail." Bryant's cronies, old cops, union hacks, dig for dirt, finding none. She's clean as her grandmother's conscience. Let's weave in history. Think of Medgar Evers, 63, gunned down for challenging Mississippi's hate, his fight carried by survivors. Or Judge Hatchett, Glenda Hatchett, 90s, facing bias as a black female judge, yet reshaping juvenile courts. Ayana's their heir, her stand a beacon. My take, after years of this, systems prop up Bryant's until an Ayana rips the veil. Controversy. Did she risk too much, or was this her duty? I say duty, justice doesn't flinch. If that lands, hit that like, share it, the waves building. The fallout's tectonic. Bryant's charged, assault, hate crime, battery, jailed in days, 5 years behind bars, his shield shattered. Ayanna's a lightning rod, hero to millions, target to others, protests clash. Ayanna's law versus Blue Lives. Michael's girls move in. Lila names her doll Judge. Mia sleeps with a nightlight he carved. The video hits 20 million views, sparking a DOJ probe into Atlanta PD. Ayanna testifies, bruised but unbowed. I fought for Jamal, for every soul he crushed. Bryant's cell echoes with his rage, but he's done. What's the lesson? Decades of stories taught me this. Justice waits for the fearless. Ayanna's fight, Michael's heart, they're the cracks in the wall. Systems shield the wrong till the brave break through. Debate, does this change the game or just shake it? I say it's a spark, slow, then wildfire. Picture Ayanna, robe off, hugging Lila and Mia, Michael watching, a family born from ashes. That's not just victory, it's the future. If this moves you, smash that like, share it wide. This is our fight, still burning.